Now this is a castle. This bougie joint was built in 1785 as a summer residence for European nobility, on sacred land shaped by thousands of years of history. The colonizing aristocrats eventually got the boot. And now, it's a museum that celebrates this country's rich and sometimes complicated cultural heritage. And it sits in the middle of one of the largest urban parks in the world, right here in Mexico City. I mean, I'm standing on the balcony of a castle, centuries old, fully surrounded by skyscrapers, and it's endless. I mean, look at this place. Mexico City, let's go. This is unreal. What makes something the best? Is it the view?
Wow. You said don't look down, and that was the first thing that I did.
Is it the stay? Oh, it's so romantic. Or is it a meal so good it makes you want to cry?
Oh, that was so beautiful. That like warmed my soul.
Every year, National Geographic names its best of the world. Must-see destinations that rise above the rest.
This is the most biodiverse place in the whole world.
And you're part of that story.
Absolutely.
Now, they've given me the best job in the world.
I just saw my reflection. I'm crushing it.
To explore places to stay, restaurants, sights and experiences.
That's a fang. I'm in the head.
In Paris, Mexico City, London, and my hometown.
You're a New York treasure.
I'm on a quest to find the best. Because for me, the best is more than just hype.
This is like a beautiful representation of cultures. It's food, but it's also a history of the people.
It's the sights, the sounds,
It's showtime!
the flavors,
You can only taste this in Mexico.
and it's almost always the people.
It's made with a lot of love.
Why the Statue of Liberty?
She's so in New York. I came to this country for freedom.
Unreal. Best I've ever had in my life. I'm Antoni Porowski, and this is Best of the World.
Mexico City. Thrilling, electrifying, and home to almost 23 million people. Built on what was once the capital of the Aztec Empire,
It's like weirdly unexpected but familiar.
now it's the largest city in North America, spread across 570 square miles, and founded over 700 years ago.
I've never actually been here, but it's definitely very European, except the streets are twice as wide.
Mexico City is split into 16 large boroughs, made up of nearly 2,000 smaller neighborhoods, or colonias. It's so vast and has so much to offer that you could spend a whole lifetime exploring. But you gotta start somewhere. So I've handpicked 6 experiences that capture its global spirit and ancient roots. First off, I'm following my stomach to a place where Mexican tradition is being revamped, in the upscale Colonia Roma Norte, a historic district with a modern pulse and an insane food scene.
A few months ago, I was on a trip with my best friend. We were on the Mexican coast, and she texted me one morning, and she was like, you need to get your butt here immediately because I'm having like the best pastries I've ever tried in my life. We found out that they all came from this place called Rosetta, and so I had to come to the source. This place is popping. A good line is a good sign.
This isn't just a stop for a quick croissant. Rosetta Bakery is a bread and pastry nirvana, whether you're a local or a gringo like me.
That's it. What a beauty.
And there's a star attraction, Rosetta's signature delicacy, the guava roll. Buttery pastry, guava jam, cream cheese, all in this perfect swirl. It's a hard yes for me.
Buenos días. Una roll de guayaba, por favor. Gracias. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's go. This is perfection. The guava is not too sweet. This is so nice. Perfectly crispy, great lamination, a little tangy. I just saw my reflection. I'm crushing it. The best food is always messy.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
The only thing more exciting about this wonderful pastry that I just completely demolished is the fact that the chef who created this has a restaurant that's right down the block. And I think it's about time I go meet her.
I mean, it is her fault I got food all over my face. This leafy little number is one of the world's best restaurants.
Oh, wow. This is epic. There's something so palatial and whimsical about it. Chef Elena, so nice to meet you.
We do too.
This is one of the most beautiful dining room spaces I've ever stepped into. And it's homey.
It's homey. I always wanted it to be homey.
Rosetta is the flagship restaurant of Chef Elena Reygadas. It won a Michelin star in 2024, the first year the inspector showed up in Mexico, and has repeatedly made it into the world's top 50 best restaurants. If you're a traditional Mexican dish and you need a 21st century glow-up, Elena has got you covered.
Just really excited to get to know what you're all about.
Let's go to the kitchen.
Yes.
Today, Elena is taking on a classic, tamales, and creating a brand new dish to add to her menu.
You're in the best time of Mexico because it's a rainy season.
Okay.
And the corn now is really at its best. And
Looks juicy.
exactly. Look, if you see all the
Just pop.
I'm sorry,
No,
I'm
don't
sorry.
apologize.
Tamales. Corn parcels so good, the Aztecs offered them to the gods. Today, they're the ultimate comfort food. Sweet or savory? Your choice.
Can I just say, I love that we're making tamales a very homey food.
It is homey.
And you're serving it in a Michelin-star restaurant. Like, that's so cool.
I really like making humble food as luxurious as
Yeah.
food that is, in theory, luxury.
Yeah, of course.
It feels beautiful when something that you love, other people love it. I think the most beautiful thing about cooking is to share.
Yeah.
After working in New York and London, Elena could have opened a restaurant anywhere in the world. But she followed her heart back home.
I always loved Mexico, but until I was there in London,
Yeah.
I realized how amazing
Yeah.
Mexico is.
It's like you have to leave home to realize that you should be home. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here, processed corn flour is public enemy numero uno. Elena uses fresh corn and a special ingredient to add a little extra something.
This is called huitlacoche, and it's a very special fungus.
And what's the flavor that adds?
It gives like a earthy flavor.
Okay, yeah.
It's super, super priced.
Okay.
Some people call it the truffle of Mexico.
I mean, when you see it like this, it's a mushroom.
It's a mushroom,
You know?
yes.
If you want a little Mexican mushroom magic, you've come to the right place. Huitlacoche might just be the best kept secret since mezcal. Elena blends it with onions and chilies, along with an aromatic herb called epazote, giving diners a different kind of buzz.
Now we're going to make our steamer.
It's so different, but it reminds me of making cabbage rolls, like Polish cabbage rolls, and it's
Yes.
like the layering, sealing the pot, putting all the elements in.
Ah, well, I didn't know you have Polish background.
I'm a true Polish boy. First one in my family born outside of Poland,
Really?
Canada. There you go. We learned about each other through food.
Yes. I agree.
You know?
And I think it's important to never forget where we come from and what we have. You can only taste this in Mexico.
Right.
And like this in Rosetta.
You gotta come here to be able to have it.
And that's beautiful,
Yeah.
you know? We don't want to be the same.
Elena's mix of old and new makes a trip to Rosetta as good as it gets.
These are ready.
Wow. Wow, that is so decadent. Oh my God.
Like it?
That is so luxurious.
I know.
And it's not too smoky.
No, it's just softly smoky.
Come on. I get that little funky, mushroomy vibe coming through.
But also like the sweetness
But
of
it's
the
still about
corn.
the sweetness of the corn. You didn't distract it. This is brilliant. It's like a warm hug. I can't thank you enough for taking the time to show me who you are through your food.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, chef.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you for coming in.
I'm gonna finish these off. I know
Yes,
you
please
have
do.
you have an empire to run and a lunch service to tend to. So Lux. For someone who has like such a world presence, there's this incredible balance of respecting where she comes from and like really honoring it, but not being afraid to put her own voice in it. That it's all personal. And that's what a restaurant should be, in my opinion. These are damn good. Best tamale I've ever had in my life. Unreal.
Elena, her restaurant, this food, rooted in heritage, refined by craft, defined by flavor. Mexico City, now that's how you make an entrance. Okay, so you can't throw a stone in this country without hitting a 400-year-old bell tower. Everywhere you look, there's a cathedral that'll make your jaw drop. And just a half-mile east of Roma Norte, there's a huge one in gritty Colonia Doctores, where all religions come to pray.
This place is massive.
This is Arena Mexico, aka the Cathedral of Lucha Libre. Founded in 1956, it's like a real cathedral, except you're at least twice as likely to see someone get kicked in the face. Lucha Libre, with its iconic masks, is more than wrestling. Dating back to 1863, it's a vibrant tradition that combines ancient warrior spirit with uniquely Mexican techniques, and is now officially recognized as part of the cultural heritage of the city.
Oh my gosh.
For decades, this arena has been the domain of macho dudes in tight lycra and sequins.
I'm a little intimidated.
But I'm here to meet one of the best female wrestlers in the country. She's a total badass.
Welcome.
Are you Persephone?
I am Persephone. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Thank you.
24-year-old Persephone is the current champion in the Amazonas League. That's the very best women wrestlers, or luchadoras, in Mexico.
This is probably where the best wrestlers in Mexico come, because I'm not even from Mexico City, but obviously anyone who wants to be a wrestler, you have to come.
To the cathedral.
You have to come to the cathedral,
Yeah.
exactly.
Where were you born?
I was born in El Paso, Texas, but my
Okay.
family's all Mexican, so I'm Mexican-American. I was born on the border.
What made you decide to do Lucha Libre?
I've always loved Lucha Libre, and it's part of who we are.
Yeah.
It's part of our roots. I think in Mexico, once you can start running around,
Yeah.
they jump into
You're
a
good
ring
to
and get
go.
started. Yeah.
I keep looking to make sure they're okay.
Yeah, and I love it, but it is very dangerous. Well, like, she's fine. She's fine. Tú síguele, pareja. Tú síguele. Tú síguele. Sí, dale. Dale, 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 dale. You want to give it a try?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go upstairs.
Okay.
I've got health insurance.
Okay.
So what's the worst that could happen?
I trust you.
Yeah.
Really glad I just ate.
Perse has to get in
Come on.
like a god.
You acted like a Marvel superhero.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm down for whatever you
Yeah.
want to teach me, with reason.
Yeah, of course. Hand over neck. Yep. And then that hand
First,
beyond.
the lockup.
I'm gonna push against you, and you're gonna push against me.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Pushing. And now break that one off. There you go. And now you're ready for the headlock. And there you go. I'm
Your
gonna
hair
get out
smells
of it.
really nice.
Thank
yeah, but we can
you.
talk about
Thank
that
you.
later.
Shampoo.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you later.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pick her up.
Next, taking your opponent down.
You wanna give it a try?
Okay. You okay? I'm great. That was so dope.
This all takes a whole bunch of skill and guts. Especially when your guts are getting body slammed into the mat.
There we go. That was it. That was perfect.
Gracias. That was so freaking cool.
And this was only a warm-up. Perse barely has time to recover from the beating she gave me, because it's fight night at the Cathedral.
It's building up. It was already like chaos, and I'm not even inside yet.
The atmosphere is electric. Good, clean, brutal fun for the whole family.
Whoa. If I was booed like that, it would be the end of me.
These are Perse's parents, Alfred and Veronica, who've snagged me a spot close enough to feel the sweat.
These are some good seats. The most shocking thing of all of this, it is so much more real than I ever imagined.
Everything is real. The hits are real. The tumbling is real. Just learning how to take them is the difference.
Yeah. I'm so excited to see Perse.
Oh, wow. I think she's good.
And there's one way to really make this an unforgettable night out. You need to get involved. Whether you root for the good guys or the baddies, like Perse. Seriously though, my pal Perse is a straight-up supervillain.
This is crazy.
Super crazy.
I've never booed a girl before. Not really proud of it. My mind is blown. Right in the face. Okay. The fighting, the acrobatics, the athletics, the theater. Lucha Libre it's an entire universe.
Kick her ass, baby!
That's right. You tell your daughter to kick her ass. I was surprisingly more invested than I thought I would be. Oh, I saw that move. Go! I've never booed for anyone before. I'm Canadian. We don't do that. That's not our vibe. Choose kindness.
Come on, Persephone, kick her ass!
But the universality of this ongoing fight between good and evil, it's something that gets everyone sort of united. You felt that energy from the stadium and from the families swarming with kids and grabbing masks. Like, truly does bring people together. I wouldn't understand it until I experienced it.
That's her move, that's her move.
That's a move?
That's her move. That's right, baby! Yeah!
Arena Mexico.
It's not for the faint of heart. That I'll say. It's pure, massive chaos.
And if you're lucky, you might even get to see the girl who followed her dreams all the way to the Cathedral to kick some serious ass.
All right, just 1 second. I dropped something. 1 second. We're good? We're wrapped? Okay, all right. Have a good one, guys. Oh, wow, that's impressive. No shortage of beautiful buildings and structures to see.
Mexico City is an architecture geek's dream, so I'm in heaven. There's Gothic and Baroque, Art Deco and Art Nouveau, mid-century modern, brutalist, and contemporary. And having been founded in 1325 as the capital of the Aztec Empire, traces of that legacy are woven into the fabric of the city. But today, I'm going to explore something totally unique. I'm heading to the outskirts, to an area called Paseos del Bosque. Translated as walks in the woods, it's a quiet residential suburb away from the hubbub of the city center, where there's a building that promises to be like nothing I've ever seen.
Gracias, señor. It's all nature, and then suddenly you just get a peek of like mosaic, and it just like creeps up on you out of nowhere. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Wait, this is wild.
El Nido de Quetzalcoatl, the nest of the feathered serpent god. It might sound like an Indiana Jones movie, but it's an apartment building.
This is so trippy. Is that a fang? That's a fang. I'm in the head. Whoa.
It's set within 50 acres of forest with a botanical garden and community greenhouse. Designed to look like a snake slithering through the trees, it's a masterclass of organic architecture.
I'm taking it in, but it's basically a mashup of Fraggle Rock and Wherever the Hobbits Live. Hola, Adriana?
Hola, Antoni.
I'm gonna come down.
Adriana, an architect at the firm that built this place, is here to explain everything.
What a space.
I know, right?
This is unreal. I really enjoy and appreciate architecture, but I've never seen anything that I can even compare this to.
Have you ever imagined sleeping inside a snake?
No, I've never, but the same thing is I also have like a pretty bad fear of snakes,
Oh my God.
borderlining on a phobia, yet in this environment, it's very calming.
Adriana works with world-famous Mexican architect Javier Senosian, who's all about jaw-dropping organic structures. Fluid, curvy, colorful, they don't just sit on the land, they become part of it.
If you look at the body of the serpent, you will see that it's touching the land just in 3 different points, and the rest of the body is levitating, leaving the surrounding nature untouched.
So it only touches the ground where it really needs to, and then it's sort of
Exactly.
elevated. What was it like for you the first time that you came to this space?
Oh my gosh, I was so amazed that something like this exists.
Yeah.
And here in my country, so I feel very excited and grateful of having a place like this here.
It's amazing to look at, but staying the night here would be something else.
Wow, I just got a little glimpse.
There are 8 privately owned apartments, plus 2 vacation rentals. It's great if you want to meditate, chill out, or just confront your crippling lifelong fear of snakes.
So welcome in, Antoni. This
It's
is
like a
the living
tree
room.
house.
Look at the windows.
Obviously custom cut pieces.
Of course. Designed to frame the nature, which is the artwork itself.
Of course. My brain is being itched in a really pleasing way, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
What a little nook. It's like it feels like art. Oh my gosh.
It fits to the shape of the human
Oh, it's
body.
ergonomic.
So all the all
Yeah.
the furniture is ergonomic.
Like luxury hotels certainly have their place, but there's a serenity here.
Yeah,
This leaves you with much more interesting memories, I think.
I know. And here you have the luxury of being surrounded by nature.
Yeah.
By being inside of our mother's womb, we feel protected, warm,
Right.
and cozy in there. And that's the same idea or feeling that Javier tries to give us by creating these organic spaces.
I guess it's kind of a womb with a view. I mean, come on, that's a good one. But seriously, this is a totally unique place to come to experience a quieter, gentler side of Mexico City. Even the restroom is a work of art.
It's like a Van Gogh. Oh my God. Next time I'm booking a place, whenever I go to a city, granted, I'm probably not going to find anything like this anywhere else in the world, but I think it's an opportunity to start thinking, what do I want my experience to be like? Do you want to be in a perfectly square room with air conditioning and a certain thread count? Or do you want something where you can kind of look out the window and see this incredibly diverse ecosystem that's just like living around you? This is a utopian wonderland unlike anything I've ever experienced. This is the craziest toilet I've ever seen.
I'd love to stay here just to take it all in, but if I do, I'll be late. Late for a very important date. Since it's my first time in Mexico City...
What is it? There's a beautiful chaos here.
There's one thing I absolutely need to do. Meet up with an old friend.
Buddy, how are you?
Oh my God.
Ricardo has lived here his whole life.
Many people, when they think about Mexico, they instantly think about our beautiful beaches, but I think that Mexico City is sort of our best kept secret, probably till now.
Sorry, guys.
Ricardo's a proud Chilango, someone born and raised in Mexico City. And he tells me I've got to sample a little-known local delicacy, tacos. About 30 million are eaten each day in Mexico City alone. There's basically a taqueria on every corner. But not all taquerias are created equal. In lush Condesa, a fashionable neighborhood right next to Roma Norte, there's a totally chill bohemian kind of vibe, and a spot that's bringing the tortilla back to its former glory. Maizajo.
Whoa, it goes a lot deeper than I thought.
Yes. Here you can have the real thing.
Right.
They do the tortillas here the way it should be.
Hello. Antoni, nice to meet you.
Santiago, nice
Thank
to meet
you for having us.
Welcome.
Maizajo is run by 33-year-old chef Santiago Muñoz. Tortillas are kind of his thing, and he's all about making them the traditional way. These days, most are made from highly processed industrial corn flour. It's quick, but it lacks soul. Santiago uses only native heirloom corn. It's brought from small farms and processed the way his ancestors would have done for thousands of years.
I want my people to eat the best tortilla.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to do every day here is to make the best tortilla of Mexico, so the best tortilla in the world. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Almost the 50% of the corn in Mexico is coming from the United States. It's hybrid or GMO. Hybrid corn, it's flavorless, you know? We have 64 different corn in Mexico.
64 different varieties.
Yeah. All these corns have like blue, red, white, and different sizes. We need to keep alive our seeds because the flavor is beautiful.
And it's not just the corn that makes Santiago's tortillas pop. It's skills and techniques that are straight out of Aztec cookbooks.
I'm gonna do some magic now.
First, he cooks the corn with lime, the calcium hydroxide kind, not the fruit. A process called nixtamalization, great for tortillas and for a high score in Scrabble.
This is cold water, and this has this reaction.
That's crazy. The heat is wild. Oh, they crack.
Wow.
The lime helps break down the corn. So when it's ground up, it makes a softer, silky, more nutritious dough. And the results are super tasty.
You do this process every day.
We grind the corn every day, so it's really fresh.
Okay.
We are Aztecs, we are Mesoamerica. The tradition is there, we need to keep it alive.
Preservation through food, right?
Time to taste. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Ricardo and I each have one of his famous campechano tacos, a meat lover's dream.
It's spicy, be careful.
Yes. Okay, let's go. You're just putting it on?
Yeah.
I'm following your...
A taco without salsa is not a taco.
Okay. Is that a golden rule or is that your
No,
rule?
that's my golden rule.
Got it.
Ready?
Smoky. That's damn good. Mm-hmm. But like the tortilla does make the difference.
It's good, right?
It's like a smoky and like a sweetness to it. Okay, that's spicy. Wow.
Ready?
Yeah.
Anthony, don't cry.
I'm a Polish boy. We're sensitive to heat.
Anthony.
The ancient people of Mesoamerica first harvested corn about 9,000 years ago. And they've spent more than 3 millennia perfecting tortillas.
Now I understand, like the tortilla is the most important part of the taco.
Yeah.
Now I get it. Look, the food is objectively delicious. The ingredients are like super premium, but the most interesting thing is always the story behind it.
Santiago's passion for preserving his heritage and showcasing Mexico's homegrown corn. That's what puts my Zaho on my best of list. Now I just need some fresh air. And Ricardo just recommended a great place where I can get plenty. I'll admit, I'm not much of an early bird, but my pal Ricardo talked me into getting up before dawn to enjoy a wellness experience you can't get anywhere else.
When you kind of go off the beaten path a little bit, which we're actually literally doing right now, you get to see something really magic. So I got my coffee and I'm ready to go.
I'm traveling about 15 miles south from the center to an idyllic natural paradise and UNESCO World Heritage Site that's still within the city limits. Crazy, right? Welcome to Parque Ecológico Xochimilco.
Buenos dias. Anthony, good morning.
Hey, nice to meet
This is
Carlos.
Carlos. He's our guide today. He's gonna take us canoeing. Here is one of my favorite places to have a sunrise in Mexico City. And I really want you to experience it. Sorry for making you wake up this early in the morning.
No, it's perfect. I'm excited.
Perfect. So let's do it.
You're gonna go sitting here. Don't fall. And I'm gonna just put you in the water.
Okay.
You good there?
I'm great.
You good at it?
Famous last words.
Xochimilco is over 100 miles of winding canals and man-made islands, or chinampas. Believe it or not, this is what much of Mexico City used to look like. The Aztecs built their capital, Tenochtitlan, on an island in the middle of a vast lake. And this is the last living piece of that ancient world.
What do you think, Anthony? It's amazing, right?
It's wild.
I told you, yeah, I love it. I feel like Xochimilco is sort of a hideaway from the chaos.
Yeah. And we are in a completely different world.
Get here early enough, and you're in for a truly unforgettable experience.
This is epic. This is my first glimpse of the sun.
Isn't it amazing?
It's beautiful. Yo, this is unreal.
It's hard to imagine at this peaceful time of day, but more than 1 million visitors take to these canals each year.
Paddling is peaceful. It kind of slows it down in a nice way. But I think the environment begs for that.
This is not about going super fast.
Right.
This is about breathing, feeling.
Yeah. I mean, these views. Incredible.
Most of the original chinampas have been lost to urban development. But thanks to conservation efforts and the rich soil, the ones that survived are an awesome place to grow flowers and crops.
So what are they farming here?
There's corn, squash, chilies, beans.
So corn, squash, chilies all around here.
Yes, everything grows here. It's like a regenerative type of agriculture.
Yeah.
So this place has everything. It gives you food.
Yeah.
And it gives you retreat. It gives you clean air. It's our history and it's in our roots. So a lot of us, like myself, we're not from here, but we somehow feel connected to the place. And the only thing that's left is honoring it.
Right. Just to switch up the energy, I say we race home. You guys down?
Yeah, please.
Let's go. Standing up, just kidding.
No, I won't let you pass.
Your competitiveness is kicking in.
There's no way.
Both bumper cars. It's breathtaking. And what makes this place so truly unique, and really the best way to really understand the history of Mexico City, is because this is what the environment used to be like. I think just taking into account how massive this city is, and in such a short amount of time, you can be in a completely different world. What's that?
Just a little surprise.
Okay, if by surprise you mean my literal worst nightmare.
There are baby dolls hanging by their necks. Where are we?
It's called the Dolls Island, la Isla de las Muñecas.
Isla de las Muñecas.
Exactly.
Ricardo tells me this abandoned chinampa has become a spooky tourist attraction. Legend says the dolls have been left here to appease the spirit of a young girl who drowned nearby.
Gracias. Here you are. Well, Antoni, it was nice to meet you.
Yep. All right, see you later. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is crazy, right? I swear I never put a foot on this place.
I can't imagine why. This is like the set of a horror film.
You come to Xochimilco, there's something so calming about it, but you don't have to go too far, and there's always something that kind of like reminds you that the world is a weird place.
Yes.
That's the thing about Mexico City. You never quite know what's around the corner. But odds are, it's probably gonna be something you won't forget.
Viva Mexico!
Mexico loves a party. I mean, this place is famous for its fiestas and parades. And now I'll get to witness one that I've read so many good things about.
There's expected to be about 500,000 people, which is wild.
It's a parade you've probably never even heard of.
But clearly I have to be part of it. Wow. These are wild.
Each October, the Alebrijes parade is a colossal display of folk art and national pride. It stars fantastical creatures, each one a mixture of different animals. These colorful papier-mâché sculptures are hand-painted and turn Mexico City into a living art gallery. And it all starts in the historic Zócalo, the city's main square. Since this is all new to me, I'm meeting up with Fernanda, who's plugged into Mexico City's folk art scene, and she just texted.
Let's meet up by the pink giraffe with the body of the turtle with cacti growing from its shell, shall we? Normal. Now I gotta find her. Wish me luck. I'm never gonna find her because these are all so beautiful and I'm getting so distracted. There's so many. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but it's a psychedelic haystack. Wait, whoa. Giraffe, check, turtle, cactus. Fernanda?
Antoni, how are you?
I found you.
So nice to see you.
Oh my gosh. First question, what is happening here?
Okay, so we're in Mexico City.
Yes, that's a good start.
And this is one of our biggest traditions.
Okay.
It was planned as a way to kind of like rebel against culture just being locked up in a museum between four walls.
Okay.
So they came up with this brilliant idea of taking art into the streets so that everyone can see it.
Available for everybody.
Exactly, and everyone can be part of it.
There's nothing that I can compare it to that I've seen that even comes close to this.
Yes, and it has just become way bigger each time.
These psychedelic giants were first created on a much smaller scale by Mexican artist Pedro Linares back in the 1930s. The idea came to him right after a fever dream.
He had this weird nightmare where animals like this kept on chasing him. And so he was trying to escape from them.
When he woke up feeling inspired, he began crafting these quirky animal hybrids. And the Alebrije was born.
And now they're so popular because they're believed to be like protectors or guides for people.
Yeah, so these are all positive symbols.
Yeah, exactly. Folk art, in my opinion, is the driving force that is showcasing what Mexico really is. Back when I was a kid, whenever I told people that I am Mexican, they would ask like, oh my God, you're from the country of narcos, right? Can you actually leave home? But for several years now, folk art has been saying like, no, we're not that, we're this.
Yeah.
For the artists, creating an Alebrije is a chance to make a statement on equal rights, immigration, animal welfare, the environment, you name it.
To think that every single one of these pieces has some kind of a story and an intention behind it, it's so inspiring.
This is a cancer awareness. The women wrote down all their messages while they were in treatment.
They're all personal and every single one has a different story and a different reason for doing it. It's beautiful. What does that one mean?
They actually did it to pay memorial to someone.
I'm gonna stop asking questions because I'm just gonna cry. What's the bell?
It's actually time for the parade. So
That means it's starting?
Yeah.
And they're off. More than 200 artists tow their creations along a 3-mile parade route. From the Zócalo, through the heart of the old city, down the vast Paseo de la Reforma, all the way to the iconic Angel of Independence.
We're literally marching in the parade right now. So this is a corn stalk, right?
Oh, yes.
What's the significance of this?
En nuestra cultura nos dicen nuestros antepasados que somos hombres del maíz, nacimos del maíz. El maíz es un símbolo de resistencia de nuestras culturas, porque es nuestro alimento y eso nos integra y nos une. Compartimos la comida. Yo creo que lo más importante para nosotros en esta pieza es que la gente recuerde de dónde venimos.
It's so much more than just beautiful.
Yeah, it has a lot of meaning.
Yeah.
This is rebellion at its finest. Instead of letting everyone else dictate who we are as Mexicans, we dictate it and we know it here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't expect to cry during a parade, but here we are.
Okay. Wow. Woo!
It's estimated that more than 600,000 people are here, embracing Mexico's spirit and unity.
It's a good day to be a Mexican.
It's a damn good day to be a Mexican. Gracias, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Amigos, bye. ¡Viva México!
I have never been part of or experienced such gentle and beautiful activism that sends such an important message in a way that still exudes so much joy.
You realize that it's so much more than just a parade. My visit to Mexico City was like the best first date ever.
It checks every single box. It's a feast of the senses, stunningly beautiful. The people here, they lead with kindness. There's something about its soul, I think, that is really, truly unlike any other place in the world.
There's an authenticity here, rooted in thousands of years of history and carrying an unshakable pride, with the restless energy of a city always looking at what's next. So, I'm not saying adios. I'm saying hasta luego. See you later.